Hello and welcome, new and returning tarot followers. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot. This is your April monthly general intuitive tarot reading for the sign of Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising sign. Now, as always, remember, not all messages will resonate with everyone. So take, what does, leave the rest for somebody else. And if you stick with me through to the end of this video, I am announcing this month my first contest of 2024. So I will be telling you a bit about how to be eligible and what the actual prize is at the end of this video. Okay, I'll tell you all about that at the end of the video. Some people are just here for the tarot reading, and but so for some of you that have never, heard about my contests, stick it out through to the end. All right. Now, as usual, I like to begin by talking about what's going on astrologically. And this month is a bit of an active month, and I'm going to call out a couple of things that I think are quite important energy to be aware of. So let's start with right off the bat, the very first day of the month, we have a Mercury retrograde. And I believe it's the first Mercury retrograde of the year as well. So, this retrograde will last for almost the whole month. The retrograde ends, I believe, on April 24th. So but you actually feel a retrograde much longer than its actual period. So if it starts on the 1st and ends on the 24th, there's also what's known as a pre and a post shadow period. So the pre-shadow period would be a few days before the 1st. So if you're listening to this, let's say in the last week of March, you are probably or could be feeling the effects already of the Mercury retrograde. And then past April 24th, when it, even though it starts to go direct again, it's that post-shadow period that takes a bit of time before it actually, you start to, that energy starts to dissipate, if you will. All right. Now, what happens in Mercury retrograde for a lot of people, their devices go haywire and things like that. Communications get lost. I mean, we do a lot of communications on digital devices these days. So it's really, an ideal time to practice some patience and to maybe do some looking inward. Now, I am going to tell you that I know it's always easier said than done to be patient. I know that very well. But the universe is trying to tell you, give you a little bit of wisdom here, which is, in this period of time, if you are making decisions, you're going to want to make sure that you check out all sides of the situation before you decide upon something, okay? So that's how you can practice your patience, is just look at things very rationally, look at all sides of the argument, and then make your decisions accordingly to that. Okay, what else is going on? Total solar eclipse, April 8th, okay, in the sign of Aries, which for some people could be a turning point. Now, that's a new moon, and of course, might be the start of something new for a lot of people. That fresh start might be a forced fresh start. Or, an unexpected opportunity. If something comes your way and it does surprise you as an unexpected something, then, it might be, this could really just be the impetus of something, of a new beginning for you. All right. Mars and the Mars-Saturn conjunction, that occurs on April 10th. And that energy is an interesting energy because it will suggest a struggle between two opposing energies. Mars is the energy of momentum, wanting to advance and move forward all the time, and Saturn is the energy of restraint or constraint, right? Which can lead to tension because one planet is trying to move forward and the other saying, no, 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 you can't cross this line. And, maybe some interesting fluctuating moods going on there. Okay. All right, let's get on to April 20th and 21st. And I say that because I'm not, it depends where you live in the world, but and I'm not really sure which day it occurs on. But for me, this is the best energy I think of the month. Jupiter will conjoin Uranus. All right. So that is a great energy for opportunities. It's a great energy for authority and ambition. And on the 28th of April, there is a Mars-Neptune conjunction, which might, for some people, stimulate their imagination. For others, it might bring on a desire for freedom, and it could also intensify your emotions. So I just throw these things out there for anybody who's interested who wants to check their natal chart. If you have a natal chart and you can see where all these things fall into which houses for yourself and where they lie and how that energy might affect you more deeply. Okay, but now it's time to get into your tarot cards and your tarot message for the month. So I always begin by giving thanks to the angel spirits, guides, and the universe for the messages they provide and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Scorpio seekers. So let's pull 4 cards for Scorpio for the month of April. You have the Page of Swords. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. Oops. Sorry, a whole bunch of cards just dropped out here. This one I can't give you. But this is the one I can, which is the Queen of Wands. And the Two of Pentacles. All right, let's see what you got, Scorpio, at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Lovely. Okie dokie. All right, Scorpio, a 10 of Pentacles. The card of legacy. The card of your fulfilling your legacy, the card of home, the card of family, the card of what on this, if you look on this card very distinctly, we have, a couple of older people, we have about 3 generations, we have the dog, we have, we have a contented family here all around. And this is really, as I said, the card of family, the card of legacy. It's what do you want to build for your future? It's the card of having, property or having built something that you feel gives you stability, whether that's building a home or having a home or buying a home, if that's being financially stable, if that is material possessions that sometimes are passed through the generations, because as I said, there are a few generations on this card. Perhaps it is for some people an inheritance, for some people, because Pentacles is the card of the material world, it could be an increase in your finances. But there's definitely something here that feels very foundational and something that feels very comfortable. All right. Now, I feel like you are, and I'm getting this because there's a lot of court cards on this table. You have the Page of Swords, you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands. So I feel like this could be a whole bunch of people around you in this month, Scorpio, but I feel it's more like you in varied states. I feel like it's you in varied, looking at your world, looking at your future, your legacy, your foundation that you're trying to build from different perspectives. That's what I'm feeling here. I feel like you're looking at things from a very different perspective and being um, sort of challenging that future, if you will, through this Two of Pentacles, understanding that twos are cards of duality, right? They're cards of, and this is why I'm saying it could be this way, could be that way, could be this way, could be that way, could be this way, could be that way. You're looking at things from all these different perspectives, and it's also the court card of choice. So when you look at something from one perspective or the other, then there's a choice to be made. Which perspective is the perspective that you want to act upon? Which is the one that you want to make come out as the future, right? Or which way do you want to go? So I feel like you're kind of challenging your ideas about what your future will hold. Now, if we want to start to look to see what we see each of these perspectives to be, they are quite opposing in these two queens, right? Very, very different energies of these two queens. Both, I want to say, though, right off the bat, both are very happy, okay? The queen on the left, Queen of Pentacles, you can see is very contented. The queen on the right is also very happy, which is the Queen of the Wands, but they're both very different types of perspectives on life and how we get to what we want. The Queen of Pentacles represents hard work. The Queen of Wands represents a bit more of being a bit more passionate about things and maybe being a less hard work. Not to say that, there isn't going to be work to be done, but this is a very methodical approach, and this is more a bit of a, well, let me get my hands in every pot, and I'll do a little bit here and a little bit there. Whereas this one is very focused, a focused perspective, and looking at it and saying work is going to be like, I'm going to do this first, I'm going to do that second, I'm going to dot my I, I'm going to cross my T. It's a very methodical approach here. Okay. The Queen of Wands is very much more of, really, it's more of a big picture. It's a mover, a shaker, a doer. It's a manifester for sure. There's more of that manifestation as opposed to, I don't need to manifest because I'm going to do the work myself here. So these are very different kinds of ways of looking at how you want to approach whatever it is you want for your future. But I do feel that you are looking at things from very, very different perspectives here. And this is actually challenging your ideas of what's good for the future, what's bad for the future, right? And in a way, I kind of feel like it's reshaping your beliefs and your thoughts, right? That's this Page of Swords here, right? This Page of Swords is carrying all kinds of light bulbs, reading this book, right? Knowledge is powerful, right? So I do feel for you, you are trying to reshape something, reshape your future. Now, I do feel also that it does make you feel a bit disconcerted because I'm getting that from this Two of Pentacles here. This Two of Pentacles is really is making you realize you're feeling disconcerted or out of sorts because you're saying to yourself, well, that means I have to make a choice, right? If I have different perspectives on something, then they can't all be right. So I have to make a choice, and now I don't want to necessarily make a choice. So that disconcerted feeling or that upset feeling is kind of making you realize, maybe what you believed or you thought your future was or would be is not now. It's changed, right? The energies change. Energies change all the time. So, maybe that's actually making you feel a little bit, as I said, a little bit upset about the fact that you thought your future was going to be one way, and now it could be slightly different, right? And as I said, knowledge is power, but there are varying ways here to approach what that future could be. What else do I want to say here? Let's dive into this. Let's dive into this with the clarifiers. Please tell me about this Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Tell me about this Page of Swords. Clarifying the Page of Swords, please and thank you. Truly grateful for all your messages. King of Wands, another court card here on the table, telling me that, another, looking at things from another perspective, right? Now, having the King of Wands clarifying the Page of Swords, as I said, this knowledge is power, right? This person is this character on the card is reading a book, carrying all these light bulbs, having those aha moments, really getting being empowering themselves with knowledge and empowering themselves, maybe even feeling a quick-mindedness here. And with this card of being visionary, right? Being a leader. That's what this King of Wands is for me. Oftentimes it is a card of, you know, being a really strong, good leader. It's like the CEO of a company for me, right? This being visionary, having the vision, being able to guide people, even being able to direct people. I think that for you, it is clarifying this, knowledge is power, because if you have the knowledge, then you can be this visionary, you can be this leader. It's also about trusting your own competency, right? If you have knowledge and or studied something, or you know how to do something better than anybody, if you don't have the competency or the trust in yourself that you have the knowledge, then you can't impart that to somebody else, and you can't make about the future what it is that you want your legacy to be. You have to trust in yourself, right? I'm getting that very strongly for somebody here. This is the big picture. This is always looking at the big picture with this. And I feel like at the start of the month here, you're very optimistic about what that big picture could look like. So, it's definitely an energy of confidence, in that you need to be confident about what knowledge you have and know how to use that knowledge, okay? Let's continue to clarify this Page of Swords, please. Yeah, Sun card. You can do it. You can do it. You can shine as brightly as you need to and start this new venture here with the Fool, right? And the card here also of the King, right? Is also a card of, I said it's a card of optimism. Well, that's like the sun, right? We're very optimistic when the sun is out, right? When the sun is shining on us, we can do no wrong. We feel like, the day is so much better when the sun is out, right? So you can, take more of a chance here to decide that, your future is going to go in this direction, right? Because you are just ready to leap off that cliff, ready to take a step out there into the unknown, not having a care in the world, okay? And that's an okay thing to do because you have the knowledge, right? Now, let's clarify this Queen of Pentacles, please. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles, you have here the Emperor, okay? You also have here the Nine of Swords. So, okay, you know that there's some work involved, obviously, right? You know, the building a legacy doesn't come from wishing it, right? It does take some hard work. It takes some persevering. It takes some, getting up every day and doing the actual work. It comes from, again, though, look, this leadership card. This is another card of leadership for me. Okay? The Emperor. The Emperor is the guy who's in charge of everything, right? You don't get any higher than the Emperor, right? In the empire at the end of the day, right? This is the card of accomplishment and of achievement. You know that you will achieve these things through your hard work, through your methodical approach. As I said to you, this is one approach that you can take to building this future. It's being very methodical, crossing the I's, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, right? And being very, taking some hard work toward this, right? You know, this perspective or this way of building things is like really making fine decisions is what I want to tell you. This is the card of, especially as it relates to finances, that Queen of Pentacles, she doesn't make dangerous financial decisions. She doesn't go willy-nilly and say throw her money around. She makes very sound financial decisions, right? Because at the end of the day, um, she wants to be successful, right? Just like anybody else. She wants that pot of money at the end of the day to feel comfortable. Look how comfortable she is in this card, sitting here contented with her big pentacle right there, right? Feeling very calm and cool in nature and communing with nature and feeling like, okay, this is the retirement approach, right? So this is one a way of actually building that. So let's clarify this Queen of Pentacles. One more card, please. Queen of Swords, another court card. Like, wow, I don't know. I really feel like, okay, for some people, this could be that there's a whole bunch of people around you trying to help you to decide what your legacy will be or how your family life is going to go. But it could also be that at the end of the day, you are, as I said, I really feel more like you are looking at things from a million different perspectives here, which is actually a good thing, right? It's really good because it allows you to reshape your beliefs and reshape your life and reshape your future. And, it really allows you to look at things from all different perspectives. Now, as I said, now, with this Queen of Swords, again, you're using your head here, right? Queen of Swords is all about clarity. It's all about having very clear thoughts, being able to see above things, above the clouds, being able to, be assertive, have strength and power, and, looking at all the facts before you make a decision, right? That's a very methodical type of approach. Okay, now let's clarify the Queen of Wands. This is going to be an extremely different approach there. Okay. Yeah. So what did I say to you about the Queen of Wands is more of an approach of manifesting, right? This is a manifester, a doer, a shaker, a mover, gets their hands in a lot of different pots. So this approach is very different. This approach is asking the universe for something and being granted a wish. That's another approach. So, you could combine these approaches if you really wanted to at the end of the day to bring about there's lots of ways to do this, but I do feel like that this is what you feel with this Queen of Wands. Now, I also feel like you feel that one approach, the Queen of Pentacles approach of doing things it's very maybe heavy, whereas this approach with the Queen of Wands is going to be very lighthearted and going to be a lot more, using luck, where luck favors you and that you're going to be, just shining brightly. You're going to, let your personality out, Whereas this is not so much about personality, this is about a really logical approach to things. But that's how I'm feeling this other approach is. It's a completely different side. And there is the Knight of Wands, another court card, right? Another way of looking at things. The Knight of Wands is flying. Look, he's on this huge eagle here, right? He's flying off to different lands, different perspectives, off to things that he's never done or been to before, off on a mission that's free and easy, right? And you also have this Ten of Wands, which is, Ten of Swords, which is all about facing your fear. You know that this other way of doing things you have to be fearless, basically. Fearless to fly off into something and just thinking, my luck is going to take me somewhere and I'm going to manifest it. The universe is going to take care of me. Okay. So these are varying approaches. I mean, honestly, how many court cards you got on this table? 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 court cards on the table, and for me, sometimes the Emperor is like a court card because he represents a very specific type of character. But honestly, there's just so many perspectives here for you to really, really challenge yourself. Right? I want you to challenge yourself this month, or you are being very challenged, Scorpio. Let's talk about this Two of Pentacles, where I'm feeling that you're getting that bit of disconcerted feeling from all of this, or you were questioning, what you thought was your past or your truth, or, there's something there about how all of this different perspectives is throwing you a bit off. So let's clarify the Two of Pentacles, please. Well, you have another two, which is the Two of Cups, right? So there is a partnership here potentially, okay, for some of you. So maybe there is, somebody that provides guidance for you in all of this. I do feel that it's also sometimes the Two of Cups is between you and yourself. So as I've been saying, you are looking at things from a different perspective and you're challenging yourself, and you are really realizing that, the only person who can make this or understand this is me. But it could also be somebody who does understand you and does help to guide you in these decisions that you have to make, and really, figure out which path you are going to take. This Two of Pentacles, which path are you going to take to go down to get to this legacy? All right, let's clarify the Two of Pentacles with 2 more cards, please and thank you. Truly grateful. Yeah. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I think what your biggest concern is that you don't want to feel trapped, meaning that if you go down one path, then the future is, wrong. There is no wrong, okay? There is no wrong. What is most important is that you feel emotionally fulfilled by the path that you are taking. So always remember that you can go down a path and, enjoy the path for a little while. Life is a journey. It's not a destination, right? So go down the path, enjoy that path. And if after a while that path is not serving you, well, then start down the other path. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to pull you a final message from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's see what they have for you. Final message for Scorpio for April. A very interesting read, by the way, here, Scorpio. I really enjoyed this reading because it's I don't get a lot of readings like this where we're questioning things and really looking at things from all sides. I've truly enjoyed this. This is number 23. The card is peace. That's another thing I think you're looking for, is just peace of mind, peace to know that you're going down the right path. Let me read to you from the book, please. And 1 second, because I have to find it. All right, so the message here is, it doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. Yeah, don't worry about which path you're going to take. At the end of the day, as I said to you, there are no wrong answers. There are no wrong paths. Life is a journey. Enjoy the journey. All right, my lovely Scorpios, that is the end of your tarot reading. But now, if you stay stuck with me, let me tell you about my contest, okay? Be very quick. First of all, let me tell you what the prize is. It is a free personal tarot reading. It is a free love tarot reading. So if you have a question about your love life and you want a free personal tarot reading, then this is the contest for you. Now, how do you get in on that? You get on this action by doing two things. First and foremost, you subscribe to the channel. Now, if you've already done that, bonus, that's already done. That's 50% of the requirements fulfilled, and fantastic, you're on your way. But you have to do the second thing as well, which is to leave me a comment in the comments box. Now, you can leave any comment you want. I don't mind, as long as it's a nice, clean comment, nothing bad. If you really, because I know a lot of people get nervous or they don't feel like, they know how to write something, or they don't feel comfortable writing something. So, they're shy. So what I'm going to tell you is I'll tell you what to write. Just write simply, I am interested in a love tarot reading, or I am interested in a tarot love reading, whatever, right? So at the end of the day, just write that in there, okay? Now, what'll happen is at the end of the month, I'll take all the names, I'll put them all in a hat, and I'll pull some winners. So there won't be just one winner. There'll be a few people who will win a free personal love tarot reading, all right? Now, what I do is usually the first month, if you've never been here before and you've never entered one of my contests, what I do is the first week following the end of the month, so let's say the first week of May, I will go into the community tab and I will post something that says these are the winners. And so, remember to go in the first week back to that, come back to the channel, go to that tab, right? Community tab, and then go check to see if you're a winner. Now, what I also do is I respond to people's comments. So if you are a winner and you've left the comment to be a winner, and then I pick you as a winner, then I will respond to your comment to tell you how to reach out to me so that we can talk about your question. Because at some point we do need to talk to each other, and we do need to get in contact with each other so that I can understand what your question is and we can delve into it deeply. All right? Okay, so if you're interested in that, excuse me, if you're interested in that, then this is the time to get in on the contest. Sorry. Okay, so don't forget to also click the like button and stay tuned, my friends, for more readings to come and more contest announcements that you are not going to want to miss. And all that's left to say is take care, my lovely ones, and I will see you again very soon. And until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.